Hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Simply Shaunte with me, Jalisa Shaunte. So happy to have you back for another week. And if it is your first time, welcome. So last week was our Halloween episode. And with that being said, you know what time it is. It's time for the holidays. So let me ask you, are you tired of the holiday decoration treasure hunt every year? You know, the one where you're excited to decorate, but you can't find that special ornament or the perfect string of lights? Smart Labels can change all of that. With this innovative app, you can catalog everything you put into your storage containers with ease. No more dragging through boxes and bags trying to guess where you've stored your holiday magic. Smart Labels is the perfect holiday helper. With its user-friendly interface, you can easily catalog and search for your decorations. Say goodbye to the time-consuming and frustrating search for holiday items. Smart Labels simplifies the process, making it an easy search in the app. Our podcast audience is all about making their lives easier, and Smart Labels can streamline your holiday preparations. Make this holiday season a breeze with Smart Labels. Try it now and enjoy stress-free decorating. Don't let the holiday chaos get the best of you. Simplify your life with Smart Labels. Go to Amazon or Walmart.com and search for Smart Labels QR code stickers to get your first pack. Also, you can find the links in the description below. And you know what? Growing up, I never thought I would see something as simple and efficient as QR codes. Whatever information encoded in those codes can be accessed instantly, making them convenient for various purposes. Now, if you had told me something like that was possible when I was younger, I wouldn't have believed you. I come from a time where it was analog TVs with the antennas, and you had to turn it to get to the local channels. And don't let it start acting up when Price is Right or Young and the Restless is on. Grandma, she got to watch them stories, I'm telling you. But I'm a 90's baby, born in the beautiful month of December. From back in the days where you used to have blizzards up out here. It won't no little closing of school because it might snow. No, we have full-blown blizzards up out here. Back when you used to have to watch the local news station to see if you had to go to school or not. Might even have to catch it on the radio if you didn't have power. But it's pretty obvious at that point. If you don't have no lights, you probably don't have school either. But no, I used to love a good snow day. Shoot, even the weekend Saturday morning lineups used to hit. I used to stay at home and watch all my good shows. And not even gonna lie, I watched a little bit of everything. I like to expose my palate to new tastes. From Recess to Gargoyles, Animaniacs to Power Rangers. I was watching all of that. And let's not forget the TGIF lineup. You have Full House, Family Matters, Hanging with Mr. Cooper, Boy Meets World, and one of my personal favorites, Smart Guy. And I swear it was a time you had to put on some 3D glasses for some special they did. And to me, I thought that was so cool. But now things have changed so much. It's like that was nothing. But I must admit, it was fun to make it like an event. We're all ready to chill out for the night, eating our popcorn, enjoying the shows. It was fun. But now it's like I can literally pull the TV show up on my phone and watch whatever I want. No more waiting until 8 to have to be at home to watch it or look on TV Guide to see when's the next time it's going to air so you can make sure that you're going to be home at that time. But I tell you what, before or after that CBS 6 afternoon lineup at my grandma's house, when she had to watch her shows, I was steady watching PBS. Of course, Arthur. And DW didn't show that man no mercy. No mercy. She was on him for real. But all my real ones, they know about Zoom. Y'all know about Zoom. I'm not gonna lie. So my fam, yes, we did learn to speak ubby dubby. I'm not saying no names, but we know that upper bubby double bubby. And yes, when I was little, I was a Barney's baby. I remember it was a theme for my 4th birthday party. And I guess that's maybe why I like purple so much. It's always been my favorite color. I painted my room purple growing up. I had a purple car, named it Little Perp. Hell, all the accessories in my room, they purple, and in my bathroom. I just love purple so much, I swear. But I really am a fan of bright colors for real. And I guess that's why I used to love Lisa Frank. Love Lisa Frank. It was always a little extra, and I think that's why I loved it so much. Like, how could you not love colorful, glittery rainbows, unicorns, and dolphins? I wanted the folders, the stickers, the pencils, all of that. And I did not know that they had clothes. Let me have found out. I would have bugged the hell out my parents for that. Shoot, the cheetah print sweater wouldn't have been able to tell me nothing. You hear me? Nothing. I saw it. It was like a Lisa Frank pop-up hotel like years ago. Talk about bucket list. Man, that would be so euphoric. I got to see if they're doing that again, because I swear that was just a time, that Lisa Frank. And don't get me started on them juice bar sprays. They had me in a chokehold. That cotton candy and that lemonade, they just smell so good. I can smell them right now. And long before I was into Bath and Body Works, when I got older, it was the juice bar. They had like one sitting there, I think, Bath and Body Works, Into the Stars. It be smelling so good. But that juice bar, that was the one right there. And I was a big fan of them slap bracelets too. I'd be slapping the hell out of somebody, that thing just snapped right on your wrist. But they was cute though. I like those. Y'all remember those bracelets everyone used to wear in middle school? Like, what was really going on? Like, what in the world did they mean? And why was we wearing them in middle school? You know, they're like the little rubber ones, and you had to, like, you could put them together and tie them up. I don't know what was going on. But some of them, they had meanings, you know, but it was different than those Live Strong bracelets, those thick yellow ones. And I don't know, it might have been some like thick purple ones too. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I can't remember what those were for. But growing up, I used to go to summer camp at the YMCA, and they showed us how to make friendship bracelets. And I used to love making those. It felt like a good hobby for me to stay focused on something, giving my full attention. And once I learned how to do those GIMP keychains, I made so many of those things. It was just when life was so simple. Life was just so simple back then. You won't sit in front of a computer or a laptop all day. I mean, you was just outside having fun. You was enjoying life. But no, I remember when we got a little older, my mom and dad had got me and my sister tablets for Christmas. My mom had got it off of QVC. Is that still a thing? People still watch QVC or no? People still be getting stuff from off there? I was so confused. I mean, we still had the AOL dial-up internet. So I'm looking at it, trying to figure out where the phone cord plugs up, all confused. That was like the first time I heard of Wi-Fi ever being a thing. I remember when I was in kindergarten, maybe the first grade, when we got those colorful iMac computers. Now we all pretty much walk around with a tiny computer in our hands. My dad, he used to have one of those big 90's bag cell phones, like the car phone for work. Man, it's just such a big difference now. Stuff has changed, but it's so cool. I really enjoy it. I just love 90's stuff. I just wish I could go back in time. It's so nostalgic. I mean, it's just a wonderful, wonderful time, the good days. I used to like Beanie Babies, Barbies. We used to play Barbie dolls all the time growing up. It's just the toys was different. You actually was playing with toys. It was like wonderful. Let me ask y'all, was y'all a Nickelodeon's baby, or was y'all more like Disney Channel side? For me, when I was younger, I used to be all for Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon was my go-to channel. Like, I'm putting it on. I think it was channel 25 on cable. I used to love it. I was watching some Rugrats. I was watching some Hey Arnold. I mean, those was the days. But it would be sometimes like they wouldn't have shows on. They would be doing special events and stuff. And it's like, I don't want to sit here and watch this. Like, this is boring to me. So then I started watching a little bit more of the Disney Channel. And I tell you, once I got in that Disney Channel chokehold, it was over and done with. It's like, yes, that's so Raven, give me here. Hannah Montana, I like it. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, come on. All of it was just so good. And I used to be somebody who used to go outside and play, but I did also like a good TV show. I remember growing up, I had a Barbie Jeep. You know, the little Barbie Jeep, you toot toot beep beep around your yard. And me and my cousin, we was like So she's a year older than me. So I was 5. She was maybe 6. And we was just riding around the yard. And I seen a feather. If a bird had put a feather out my yard. So I'm sitting here, okay, I'm going to ride around, the house. And when we come back, I'm going to make sure I pull up on the other side so I could get the feather in the yard. But no. She beat me to it. She jumped out that Barbie Jeep with the quickness. She got that feather and took off. I was like, hey, that's my feather. It's my yard. But times like that used to just be so fun. It used to be enjoyable going outside with your cousins, learning how to swing on trees, all that stuff. I know one time we was outside. I'm not a fan of dogs. I'm terrified of dogs. I don't like no dogs. I don't like no animals. I be scared. I be running like a track star. I remember one time we was at our cousin's house. We was all swinging on the swing. Everybody was outside chilling. And they would have dogs from time to time. So I asked them. I was like, is that your dog? They was like, no. So we took off. Like, she's a runner. She's a track star. Gone. I ain't playing with no dogs. That's probably one of the fastest times I ever ran in my life. Because I don't be playing with no animals, especially you want theirs. I don't know where Scruffy came from. I don't know what time Scruffy on. It's time to go. We took off. Some of us ran across to my grandma's house. But me and my cousin, we ran in the house. Because I was not. They like dogs, but they want theirs. So it's like, what's going on up around these streets? We don't know what's going on with Scruffy. So they took off. Me and my cousin, we went in the house. My other cousins, they knocking on the door trying to get in. And we was like, child, we ain't letting y'all let that dog out there right up underneath y'all, underneath the porch. We not letting y'all in. You gonna have to fend for yourself. I'm sorry. And I know we used to play school growing up. Sometimes we would just sit there and learn. It was just such a good time. I used to enjoy myself back in the 90s. And I don't know, I guess that's why I be so, nostalgic about it. Even the music just hit different. Who ain't loved the Spice Girls? Me and my sister, we used to watch that Spice Girls movie back to back to back. It was just a time to be had. You sitting there watching that movie, la, 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 la. I swear. I liked, S Club 7, because they used to have the TV show and they used to make music. I was like, okay, y'all got it. This is nice. But something that I can't forget, back to the TV shows. I might be one of the very few people that remembers this show. But I have to bring it up because it had me in a chokehold for the longest time. I was really young back then. But do y'all remember the big comfy couch with the girl who was the clown? And she used to sit on the big comfy couch. And then when she was trying to teach you time, she would just lay on the floor and pretend like she was the clock and go to the correct time. Man, I used to love that show so much. It was just such a great time. We used to play with Play-Doh, trying to make food, trying to act like we knew what we was making. You better not try to eat that shit. But yeah, it was such a good time. I even used to like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I used to watch that. And then the games. Don't forget the games. The Nintendos. You had the Crash Bandicoot, the Spyro the Dragon. Man, that was a time. I remember when my dad got us our first PlayStation, the first one. And we had Spyro the Dragon, Crash Bandicoot, oh Lord, and one of those racing games. I can't remember the name of it. But he had got the little pedal and the steering wheel and everything. And you could tell me I could drive. I'd be rolling down the streets. I can't think of that name of that game though, but those was just one of the great times back in the 90s. And it's I wish I could go back, but we can't go back. We can only go forward from here. I just, be sometimes reminiscent about the good days, I like to call them. Because I thought, I was just enjoying life. And I was. It was just a different vibe. Just the 90s just felt yeah, that's it. Everybody was getting along. People weren't arguing off of basic, simple things. Everybody was just living. And to me, it felt like everybody was just happy. It was just a happier time. And now, to me, ever since COVID, it just seemed like a lot of people just be like angry, on edge. The customer service ain't hitting like it used to. And I don't know. It's just everybody is like one tick away from just going off for somebody. So I don't know. I like to kind of keep to myself nowadays because you never know. Somebody could just go off at the drop of a dime. And it's sad. It's sad. I feel like the 90s was more like a carefree time. But now it's just like we got social media, and you can literally just look and see what somebody you was grew up with, what they doing now, what they got going on. And it's just a different time, because back in the day it's like it wasn't none of that going on. You graduate and that's it. But now somebody you went to school with, it's like, oh hey, they had 2 kids, oh hey, they got married, that's what's up. So times has just changed so much, and I'm here for it. It is nice to have assistance with stuff. We got AI technology now, so it is nice to be able to not have to stress or struggle looking for things or finding things. If you don't know how to do something, you can literally go on YouTube or go on Google and find out the answer to your question. So it is, a lot more convenient. However, we do lean a lot more on technology than we used to have to. But as somebody who's not good with directions, I like having Google Maps on my phone. I remember we used to take trips growing up. My parents had to get a map. And then from getting a map, it was printing off the directions to take with you. And then we used to have the GPS thing, but that didn't last long, because by the time we had got one of those, people started having maps on their phone. So times have just changed so much, and it's crazy to just see like the span of me being a little kid and having to turn antennas to watch TV to literally having Netflix, Hulu, whatever on my phone. Is like, all right, I'm finna watch the show. So it's just amazing, and I just wonder what it's gonna be like when my son is like my age. That's just so crazy, but I'm here for it. But there's so much to discuss for our 90s babies, and I'm sure I'll be bringing up more 90s nostalgia in the future. But for now, make sure you subscribe to Simply Shaunte. Also, check out the links from our sponsors in the bio for this episode. Smart Labels. Let them know Jalisa Shaunte sent you. Join me next week, same time, same place. Bye.